Well, guess what? You're going to see it again because I have a feeling most of you are going, huh? It's brand spanking new. I'm going to show you another problem, okay? It's an example of multiplicative comparisons. Think about what you were predicting it was all about. Let's see if you change your mind. All right, here's the thing. Go back to what you were thinking multiplicative comparisons was all about. And I want you to focus on the repeated words. I love it because repeated words is what we were doing in writing. Focus on the repeated words in Aaliyah's little sister is 2 feet tall. Her dad is 3 times as tall as her little sister. How tall is her dad? Tiandra picked 7 apples. Reese picked 4 times as many apples. How many did he pick? Are there some repeated words in both of those problems? Are there some repeated words in both of those problems? Are there some repeated words? Aaron, are there some repeated words? Yes. What do you see?
Picked.
Picked? You see picked? Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. I want to know, yeah, pick is in here twice, but I want to know if there are some repeated words in both stories. You're absolutely right. So let me rephrase it. Comparing both stories, are there some repeated words? Would you like some help? Or are you thinking? More time to think or help? Help. Call in somebody that can help. Who? Tiandra? In the white shirt, Reese? The gray shirt. Oh, Ion.
Yes.
Okay, what are they?
Little sister and apples.
Little sister and apples. Are those the same words?
Oh.
I want the words in this one to be in this one. You are picking repeated words in one story.
Times.
Times, is that all?
And
There's just one little bitty word that we should probably do.
how.
Huh?
How.
No, I'm not thinking that one. One that kind of goes with times. Her dad is 3 times as tall as her little sister. Reese picked 4 times as many. That's a little bitty word.
As many.
Say it again.
As many. As many.
Times as. Times as. This one's times as tall. This one's times as many. Okay? So think. Go back to your think, pair, share. Think about multiplicative comparison.
Go back. Okay. Multiplication comparisons. You go first again.
What does that mean?
Still, I think it's where you can like the communities and try to make them like balance both, and pretty much that's all.
I think it's the same thing for you can give them balance. It's like a story problem, and that it can like help you with story problems with math about counting and multiplication.
I think it's actually like where you can, I'm like trying to chunk it, so like it's like in the word like compare it. Like compare for, you know, balance.
You probably share it.
Do you have anything else to say? I got
Think about the story we had, and think about how they went up there.
I think we can share
Why did they bring that 4 times 7? We had 4 groups.
I don't know.
So what are we multiplying?
Wait a minute. When I look at the picture, I see 2 on this side and 6 on this side. When you were talking about your dad, is that balance? So what do you mean? You're going to have to explain balance to me.
Like you just your community.
Ah! So you're saying valence for another word for commutative. Gotcha. Okay, give me 5. Does anybody want to share their thoughts now? Did your thoughts about multiplicative comparisons change? Because I know in the beginning, a lot of people say we're going to compare multiplication problems. Is that really what we did? Did we compare multiplication problems? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thumbs up if you think we did compare multiplication problems. Okay, explain why we did that. How we did that. If we were comparing multiplication problems, can you explain it? Do you have evidence to explain it? Matthew?
We compared 2 words and that were both in them.
You compared 2 words in them. Did those 2 words have to do with multiplication?
Yes.
Okay. Did we compare multiplication problems? Because if you said we did it, you've got to prove it or I'm not going to believe it. So you people that just raised your hands, you better be thinking about how you're going to prove it. And if you can't prove it, you might say, ooh, now I don't know so much. If I really believe that's what we did. I agree with you. We compared the problems, the story problems, and found a repeated word. What do you think we really did? Because when I think, and maybe I'm thinking different than you, but when you all say we compare multiplication problems, I'm thinking I compared 7 times 4 to 2 times 3. Did I do that?
No.
No. Well, that's what I'm thinking because that's what that means to me. So who can tell me what they think multiplicative comparison means? And prove it with evidence. Just like when we infer in reading, we must prove it with evidence. Ethan, nice and loud.
I believe that
It's hard.
multiplicative comparisons means when you compare the 2 factors in a multiplication equation.
Ooh, say that again, nice and loud.
I think it is when you compare 2 factors of a multiplication equation.
So I'm going to bring up this one, and you talk to us about what you just said. Like, what would be the factor? Come on up. All eyes. Miss Pratt's the student, Ethan's the teacher.
Factors would be 4 and 7.
How do you know that?
I know that because 7 times 4 would equal 28, and
Did our pictures show that? Did our pictures show 7 times 4 or the commutative 4 times 7? Did it?
yeah.
Can you circle that so people can see where it says 4 groups of 7 or 7 groups of 4, however you want to look at it? You're good. Why didn't you circle that one?
Because that is the number we're multiplying.
Yeah, it is. And who's that about?
Tiandra.
Tiandra. And what is the rest of the story about? We've got to use this information, but what is the question focusing on?
It's focusing on how many apples Reese picked.
And which one of these colors shows Reese?
Red.
Yeah. So he said, and let me restate it, and if I'm not saying it right, you help me. Because sometimes that kids understand your language better than they understand my language because they're used to hearing their peers speak. So you're saying that multiplicative comparisons are when you're really comparing the 2 factors in a story to get a product. Go back to your seat. Good job. To sum it up, I want to look at the different ways we can say 4 times 7 equals 28. And we know the commutative property. 7 times 4 is 28. So let's look at the next one. I wonder if you can come up with the... We can say it this way. Let's say it.
4 groups of 7 is 28.
We could say it this way.
7 rooms of 4 is 28.
We could say it this way.
4 rows of 7 is 28.
We could say it this way.
7 rows of 4 is 28.
I'm going to show you this, and I want you to read it carefully. There's another one after it, and I'm not going to show it. I'm going to see if you can guess what it is. We could say
28 is 4 times as many as 7.
or
27.
think it. What could the other way be?
7.
No shouting out. Trent, what are you thinking? Loud.
7 times as many. 7 is 28 times as many as 4.
Does that make sense? Is 7 28 times
No.
as big as 4? If you think about the pictures, that means we'd have 28 fours. 28 fours going to give us 7?
No.
Look at how it's written. 28 is 4 times as many as 7.
Get your factors there.
We switched out factors, so what are we going to switch out here?
7 and 28.
Not,
No,
is
what are
28
our
a factor?
Got to think of factors.
7,
And,
4.
yeah, because 4 times 7 is 28. So we switched them out, we got to switch them out here. We're doing the commutative. We could say
28
is, that's what that says. I went
Change it,
the other
change your
way.
factors.
28 is 7 times as 4.
As many,
As many as 4.
Say it really loud, everybody.
28 is 7 times as many as 4.
These are groups. This is what we learned in 3rd grade. This is an array. This is what we've learned in 3rd and 4th grade. And this is called what? What we talked about today. Read it like this. We are doing what? Jose. What are we doing? What's it called?
you're saying it.
Multiplicative.
Multiplicative comparison.
Silent cheer. What is it, everybody?
Multiplicative times 2.
Say it with me.